So next point is variation of viscosity with respect to temperature. Now first we will see liquids and then gases. Now in liquids, what is the force which causes viscosity? It is a cohesive force, that is the binding between these adjacent molecules, cohesive force. So due to this cohesive force, the liquids possess viscosity. Now what happens when we increase the temperature? When we increase the temperature, the vibrations, the thermal vibrations increases and the distance is increased. Okay. Now due to the, as cohesive force is a consequence of a distance, hence as the distance increased, it is decreased. Now as cohesive force is related to the viscosity, when the cohesive force, when the distance is increased, the cohesive force is decreased and hence viscosity is decreased. That means when we increase the temperature, the thermal vibrations increase, that means the distance is increased, the mean distance we can say is increased and hence cohesive force is decreased, that means viscosity is decreased. It is so simple, okay. So what happens? It decreases with increase in T, that is temperature, okay. Now in case of gases, what happens with the gases? What is the the cohesive force is not a reason for viscosity of gases, okay. It is collision between them, okay, collisions between them, that is their interaction, their we can say binding force, okay, not actually binding but their interaction, okay. So cohesive force is not present here. Hence what happens when we increase the temperature of gas as a fluid? When we increase the temperature, the vibrations increase, thermal vibrations increase, that means their collisions increase, and due to the collisions increase, because the collisions are directly related to the viscosity of these gases, hence when we increase the temperature, the collisions increase, and due to this collisions, increase in collisions, we get the increase in viscosity. That means this the viscosity of gases increases with increase in temperature. So this is very simple. For example, of liquids, let's take water. Water at 10 degrees Celsius and at 80 degrees Celsius. Okay. So let's consider, let's say 1. If viscosity is 1 for water at 10 degrees Celsius, then it will decrease about 1/3 of its original value when it is at 80 degrees Celsius. So it is very simple. The temperature is increased, the value of viscosity is decreased. Okay. Here in case of water at 80 degrees Celsius, it is 1/3 of its value at 10 degrees Celsius. Now we have a formula. So N at T means at increase the temperature T, and sorry, it is not N, it is eta naught, that is viscosity at temperature 0 degree Celsius. Then in denominator we have 1 plus alpha capital T plus beta capital T square, where alpha and beta are constants, T is temperature, increased temperature, eta naught is what? It is viscosity at temperature 0 degree Celsius, and eta T is a temperature at increased, it is a viscosity at increased temperature T. So this is a simple formula. Although it is approximation, there is no perfect formula for the relation between viscosity of liquid with temperature. So this is all about variation of viscosity with temperature. So next point is lubrication. Here we know if mechanical parts or any two surfaces are in contact, we get a friction, or due to this friction the parts get wear. Okay, and to reduce this wear, to reduce this friction, we introduce a viscous fluid which is called lubricant, or the process is called lubrication. Now we have so many lubricants like viscous oils or organic oils or grease in vehicles, we know. Okay, so this is lubrication. Now what happens when we introduce lubricant between two surfaces in contact, between the friction, it forms a thin layer between these two surfaces in contact, and reduces friction between them, and hence reduces wear of these two surfaces, and also it controls the temperature or decreases. It does not allow the temperature increase above a certain level. Now what happens? It also, the lubrication also helps to carry or to flow the debris particles formed due to the wear between these two surfaces in contact, which are carried by the lubricant outside the surfaces in contact. So this is another application of lubrication. Now what happens when we apply lubrication between the frictional surfaces? Due to the friction, the temperature increases, but we know viscosity decreases with increase in temperature. That means we need a very high viscosity liquid to the application of a lubrication. So this is all about lubrication. It is very simple, and here our second chapter, viscosity, completes. Thank you.